Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be going over this video that everybody's talking about, everybody's seen, and that is of the 6 new characters that are going to be going to Injustice 2 Mobile. Now, the video we're covering is a video posted by Injustice, MKX, WWE Immortals, etc. on YouTube. And the original video is in Russian, so a lot of people have a lot of questions about the stuff that's in the video, and it's not been translated very properly into English. So my whole video today is going to be translating that video into as best English as possible for you guys. So we're going to see all 6 characters, we're going to see their passives if they have any, we're going to read their stories if they have any, and then we're going to look at their talents and learn the names and stuff like that. So I've posted the link in the description to the guy's original video, which you can see in the very bottom left corner, but not very well as it's like just a little thumbnail. So if you guys want to go check his video out, it's in the description below. But again, his video is all in Russian. So we're going to try and translate as much of it as possible and make as much sense out of it as possible so we know what we're getting, all right? So let's start from the beginning. So it looks like they've currently only created 3 new thumbnails so far for the new characters, and that's the Reverse Flash, which is no surprise because that character was in the story mode. That is Multiverse Flash and Multiverse Arrow. So you can see what Multiverse Arrows currently looks like. That's pretty helpful for us. And then we already have Multiverse Flash out. So let's keep running through here. All right, so the first character we're going to look at is Boss Brainiac. So everybody's been like, oh my god, Brainiac, holy cow, he's got a risk of 546,725. Oh, not a risk, a threat, whatever. And we're like, holy shit, is he going to be a legendary character that's got this massive, insane threat? No, most likely not. This character, if you can see, is translated into Boss Brainiac. So I'm guessing that he's going to be a boss that we get to play against. He could actually be a character that comes out called Legendary Boss Brainiac. But I highly doubt it, guys. I'm thinking that this is going to be for leagues, and we're going to have your entire league try and help you fight against Boss Brainiac with that kind of threat. All right, guys? Additionally, what helps me make this kind of determination is he's got no summary. He's got no description written down of what his character is and his backstory and stuff. And that's because so far, I'm guessing we're not going to be able to actually purchase this character. We may be able to purchase shards and stuff like that for him, but we might not be able to unlock him until they've actually released all of his summary and stuff like that. So let's run through. First off, he looks absolutely sick. His star rating's 5, his level is 60, so you guys can see his abilities in a second here are pretty high damage because he is level 60 and star rating 5. He is tech class, and he is legendary. So we've got Panic in the District, Cybernetic Charge, and Declassification, whatever the hell Bower means. And they're all pretty good level of damage. It's 13,000 damage, 6,000 damage, and 4,000 damage. So currently it just says Brainiac passive title. So again, there's no passives being created for this character quite yet. Health is currently insane. I don't know if that's going to actually be his health, but that does say 100 million health. And that's the same in English and Russian, all right? Like, that's pretty intense. So we'll see, but his damage is pretty low. So I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work out. Maybe they're still tweaking his stats a little bit, but you can see everything else is the same. He's got 2 times critical damage, though, which is pretty cool, like right off the bat. And just as a quick side note, guys, I'm using Google Translate to translate all of this. It's an app that you can get on your phone. And it live translates any text that it reads on your screen into whatever language you're trying to translate it into. So I'm trying to translate it into English. Obviously, it's not perfect, and I am recording my actual computer screen with my phone. There's probably better ways to do it. Sorry for the shitty quality of the actual background video, but I just wanted to learn about stuff in English and wanted you guys to see as well. And I wanted to do it as quickly as possible. So next, I think we're going to see, is it Multiverse the Flash? No, it's Reverse Flash next, I believe. Yeah, so there's Reverse Flash in the bottom left. Pretty sweet character card. And again, if you want to see all of this in HD, go to this other guy's channel. So this is Reverse Flash. It says, stuck in the past something, of the future joins the community hungry revenge. No, I'm guessing that means that he's hungry for revenge. Again, translating from Russian. But he is a meta character. His risk is, or his threat is pretty freaking high. Almost 200,000 with no gear. We'll find out whether that's actually a thing. He's not legendary. And he is gold, obviously. So I think we're going to look at the abilities in a second here. And again, just so you guys remember, in my live stream, I showed that his passive hadn't been figured out yet, right? His passive is still just question mark. So that also ties out with exactly what we saw in the story mode. His ability 1 is called Phase Blows, number 2 is Dusty Blow, and 3 is Wing of the Future. Now again, all of this is just loosely translated, so maybe it's not actually what it is exactly. But you can see the damage there is 12,000, 6,000, and 4,000 again. And they're all level 60. His health and threat actually makes sense. Those are realistic looking numbers there. So I'm guessing that might actually be what it is when he's maxed out with no gear. Alright. So again, he looks absolutely sick. I love his freaking smile. Like, again, look in the bottom left for the HD content. But, yeah, his freaking smile is creepy as hell. Alright, Multiverse Flash. We've already got Multiverse Flash, but I'm going to run through it just so we can see how closely it ties out from his Russian translation to what it actually is, right? So again, we got Multiverse Flash, risk of 175,000 with no gear on, right, guys? Level 60, star rating 5. And he's a gold meta. Thanks to access to the power of speed, Barry Allen of the Central City increases the chance of critical strike allies of multiverse something of the fighters of any class is applied increased critical damage, watch TV series, blah, blah, blah. So it's pretty close. Like, I can understand not exactly what that means, but it's very close to exactly what it is actually in the game, right? In what we already have out. So if we look at his ability, it shows you the exact stuff that it says in his summary. So we'll be going through that in a second here. Perhaps, maybe, who knows? He really likes watching him jump. So we've got, let's see here, critical hit multiverse. We've got his passive listed there is 24% multiverse for allies, chance of critical attack, and 45% critical damage for for any teammates. Sound takeoff. So let's see what it actually is in game. Then we've got Dusty Blows and Vortex again. So I'm just going to look on my phone real quick just because I haven't actually seen what they're titled. But we've got his abilities called Sonic Lift. So sound takeoff, right? Sonic Lift, sound takeoff. That's pretty good. We've got Dust Kick. So we got Dust Blow. So I'm guessing that it's also going to be Dust Kick for Reverse Flash. And then Vortex is actually Whirlwind. So, you know, it's close enough that I'm okay with it. It's kind of giving you some ideas, right? So again, we've got 69% chance to stun at level 60, which is pretty sick. We've got 13,000 damage on his special 3. Then the other one is 6,000 and 4,000 damage. So he's going to click into the passive now, and it says 24% multiverse for allies, a chance to critically attack is what that says. I know it says create a damage, but whatever. And then the other one is 45. So it's 24 and 45 at maxed out level 5. That's pretty cool. And exactly, it tells you exactly how it works right there, right? So that just kind of gives you a benchmark of how good this translation is, and it actually showing you what each of the characters can get here, right? So we've got the data. Again, 9,000 and 9,800 and 2,000. Those are legitimate numbers. So that's what you would get if you max them out with no gear on, which is freaking awesome. That's amazing. So if he's got good talents, that is, right? All right, moving on to Multiverse Green Arrow. So this is the first time we've actually seen this character, right? So he is gold tech class, risk of 125,000, not as high as Barry Allen, right? But then his summary says, Oliver Queen of the Old City uses their limitless resources to grant allies of the multiverse the ability to drain force. So that's drain power, right? In addition, depletion force, something, something, team of any class steals force. So I'm going to say that steals their energy. So it doesn't just drain, it also steals force. So let's see here. When we go into the actual, when we click into the ability, it's actually going to be a little bit easier to understand, right? And again, it doesn't say much else other than that. And you're just going to be able to get him in arena. All right, so if we click into the ability, here we go. He actually clicks into the ability, I believe. If he doesn't, I'll rewind it and we'll go and look at it. But let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so 90%, it's called Depletion of Force Multiverse. 90% chance of the four multiverse characters to drain 2 units of power for reception capacity of 1. What the hell? For reception capacity of 1? I have no idea what that means. 35% chance for the team up to pass 50 force depletion in the reverse. What the fuck does that mean? Does it translate it any better in a second? Okay, so each ally of the multiverse can apply depletion force when using their first ability. So ability 1 will drain, what is it? 2 bars of power. No matter what your ability 1 is, it will drain 2 bars of power from the enemy team. Awesome. Everything depleted, everything depletion of force, allies abduct force at the enemy. So I'm guessing that means that the force that they deplete, so if they deplete 2 units of power, then they get 1 unit of power. You get 35% chance that you're going to get 1 unit of power or something along those lines. So it's draining and giving power, as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell. It says it gives 50% force depletion in the reverse. So I'm guessing that means you get 50% of the of the power you drained. That's my best guess, guys. If you guys got better guesses, let me know, but that's what I'm working with here, folks. I don't speak Russian. If anyone does, you know, translate that shit for us. I'm going to pause it real quick and just rewind so that we can see the ability names and stuff like that. We've got this one's my favorite. Okay, so his passive is called Depletion of Force Multiverse. His special 1 is called Electric Arrow. Special 2 is called Push Onion. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then his number 3 is called Fiery Arrow. So it says long damage. I'm guessing that's damage over time. And you get, okay, so you get 5,000 damage initially and 7,000 damage, 7,500 damage over time, right? So his special 3 is damage over time as well as immediate damage. Push Onion is 6,000 damage, and his first one is 4,000 damage. And it looks like with power drain as well. You can see in the bottom left, there's that little power drain right there. And it looks like it drains 4.77 bars of power with his Electric Arrow, plus the 2 bars that he gets for having multiverse characters on his team. I'm guessing that's the case, guys. Other than that, if you've got Multiverse Flash on your team and he uses special 1, then he drains 2 bars of power as well. We already saw this. Let's skip ahead a little bit. All right, so he's got 9,000 health. Or almost 10,000 health. He's got almost 2,000 damage, and the rest is pretty normal. All right, so that was pretty helpful. Since we don't have him yet, it's pretty helpful to know exactly how it works, right? I think next we're going to do, yeah, John Stewart, Green Lantern. So let's just pause him for a second. He is an Arcane, or Magic class. He is 140,000 threat. And his summary is very simple. They haven't either written it out or, you know, something along those lines, but it says former Marine and architect John Stewart. That's it. Like, they don't have anything else written in there. So that's pretty useless, right? Star rating 5, as always. He looks pretty freaking sick. I'm kind of really pumped to find out exactly what he does, because if I can have another gold Green Lantern on my team, oh! You guys know how I love my Green Lanterns. Oh! All right, so if we look through the abilities, right, in a second. All right, so again, we've got the question marks, and it just says 0 damage currently. You can see in the bottom left, it just says 0. and then the word is damage, which is useless and unhelpful on his passive. Nothing's written down there yet. He hasn't been created fully yet, but he may still be coming out in the next update. Then all of these, you can see that his special 1 is Crusher, and it does damage over time. It does 3,500 damage over time at level 60. Then he's got armor-piercing cartridges as his special 2, which do 5,000 damage. And I'm wondering whether those are actually armor-piercing. Currently, it just says damage, so can't tell. The bottom one here, it says Morning Star, which is very, very suspicious to me, guys. Very suspicious, because if you look in the Russian version, on the bottom left side there, it says Morning Star in English, clearly, right? And that is the guy's username, Morningstar. So, suspicious. I don't... That's obviously not the... Or not obviously, it's maybe not the name of this ability. Maybe he's hacked this actual ability just to title it his name. I don't exactly know how that portion worked. So, I apologize for that, guys. Again, it just says 10,000 damage, though. It says... It just says Morningstar. I don't know why it says V.1 in the translated version, but... So, not 100% sure, guys. Not very helpful. It just shows his health is 9,100 and his damage is 1,600. So, and again, all of the translations are, you know, just working off Google Translate, so hopefully it works okay. Alright, so the last character we have is Powered... Is it Powered Supergirl? What the hell is her name? Powergirl. Powergirl. So, she is... Might class, as all of the Supergirls are. Powergirl, she's got a threat of 1,119, and her summary doesn't translate. That word that's sitting there doesn't translate, and my guess is it just says Powergirl. Because look up in the top, right? N, whatever these letters are, N, A, Y, backwards 3, P, R, E, P, N thing. That's what it says up in the top. It matches exactly where it says summary and then the title, right? Above where it says the golden class or whatever. It says that and then another word that starts with a C-Y-N. So I'm guessing that Powergirl is just that word. I could be wrong, but it's not translating, and Powergirl is not a real word, so that would make sense why it doesn't translate. Nothing special, just wanted to, you know, give you guys an update on what the hell, like, what does that even mean, you know? Alright, and again, it's Power, or Might class, sorry. She's maxed out at 5 stars, level 60, the usual. Again, it says 0 damage, and her passive is just question marks, so unhelpful. Her ability 1 says, go and the second laser. What? Let's go and just see what, regular Powered Supergirl's, special 1 is here. It's called Walking Laser. So I'm guessing that's what that's probably going to be. Walking Laser, right? So I have no idea what Special 2 is. Let's see if it translates it anymore. Special 2, that doesn't help at all. But it is a different symbol than Powered Supergirl, and it just says Power. Now, the other one is Last Daughter of Krypton. I'm just wondering whether this wonky word right here is Krypton. So it'd be like Kryptonian power or something. I'm not sure. And then the last one is Power Stomp. So that's pretty cool. 11,000 damage on Special 3, 5,000 on Special 2, 3,800 on Special 1. Health is 10,000, which is really good. And then damage is 1,750. So that's pretty awesome. Now, those are all of the new characters, guys. Whether they're actually going to be playable or not, I do not know. We don't know whether they're going to be coming out in the next update. We'll have to wait for the next live stream to find out. We don't know whether they're going to be in story mode. Well, we do know they're going to be in story mode because we've got Reverse Flash already and stuff like that, and we've got Brainiac coming up. We might see them in leagues. We might be able to get them and actually get them in chests, or they might not be released in the next update. They might be just working on them, right? My guess is that you're probably going to see all 6 of these characters come out when leagues come out. My guess is also because if you remember when they leaked leagues showed the fact that you could fight one character with 6 characters, right? So my guess is they're going to have bosses that you can fight in leagues with 6 of your league teammates, which would make sense for boss Brainiac. They might make some of these characters bosses. Who knows? So if you want to see the original video, go and check the description for the channel that actually posted the Russian version. Injustice, MKX, WWE, Immortals, etc. is his channel name. I don't know if he's the original owner of this content, but hopefully he is. Everything's in Russian on his channel, so I couldn't tell you. But other than that, guys, if you liked the video, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace, guys.